All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is a very special pod. And of course, I'm talking about something that, especially as healers and definitely as coaches, we are very fortunate to keep listening to, keep hearing. It's a different thing that we may not always act on this. And of course, what I'm talking about is the whisper. So I'm talking about, today's theme being the power of the whisper, which means that, in this work that we're doing, in the programs that we're creating, in the change that we are facilitating, a lot of the work actually happens is, as they say, music is the what's it they say? Music is the space between the notes, or something to that effect, right? So, in simple terms, in a lot of the work that we're doing, the actual transformation happens when we are able to stay connected to the whispers, the nudges, the intuition that that we encounter, we come across pretty much every single day. And so, my question to you, of course, as a healer, as a coach, is like how often do you actually listen to those whispers? And even if you happen to be at this stage of your journey where you're mainly focusing on your own personal growth, your own personal healing, it's the same question. When you hear that little whisper, when you get that nudge to do something, how often do you actually follow through on it? And I know in my own experience over the last 20, 25 years, especially when I realized that it was time for me to do this work, right from choosing this vocation. There was a time when I didn't really want to listen to the whispers. I didn't want to pay attention to the nudges until, of course, eventually it was like I had to. And by that I mean it was just something that became so evident that not listening wasn't anymore an option. So, my question to you, of course, is in your own journey, how often do you come across this? And of course, when you do listen, when you do pay attention to those nudges, you do listen to those whispers, how has that made a difference in your life? I know that in the work that I do, I know that in the programs that I create, literally, from year on year, the programs that have been developing, a lot of that is linked to these nudges, these whispers. So, something to really consider, especially when you're on this journey. Remember, you're not alone, and you will always have that inner guidance that is literally, sometimes shouting to get your attention. But a lot of times we tend to get caught up in our own heads. Maybe we think about the only way things are supposed to be, when there are so many more possibilities that are literally, waving their hands wildly to get our attention. So, something to really consider on your own journey, that, how much more will you pay attention to these nudges? How much more will you listen to these whispers? So you do know that by now, of course, if you've been a regular viewer, listener, and a watcher, you know that these pods are created for you on a daily basis, just to remind you, that you're not alone, and that not only am I here to remind you that you're meant to do this work and just keep going, but also, uh, it's no longer just about me. There is a community that's here to support you. And apart from this daily pod that I do every Monday and Friday between 6 and 7, we meet live. And this is an opportunity for you to meet our members, for you to meet me live and experience the process. There is obviously a combination of guided meditation, of really experiencing that stillness, and of course we also explore different themes every session. And if you like this format and you want to go deeper, we do have a couple of paid tracks. Those who pay attention. So there are paid tracks available to you. We have the foundation program. This happens every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. So this is an opportunity for you to really go deeper into your own personal journey, whether it's you're wanting to focus on your healing, or whether you really want to work more on your alignment, so that the more aligned you are, the more you will find people who will tune into that alignment, and this will also help you scale and grow your own business, especially if you are a healer and if you're a coach. And apart from this, of course, once you've experienced the 3-day process, we do have an opportunity for you to go deeper. This is, of course, the advanced program. This happens over a 3-month period, and this is a renewable membership. So this will help you, to solidify the kind of lessons, the kind of learning that you've had, and also where you can go much deeper, much further over that 3-month period. And in addition to this, there are a lot of skills that I impart. And if you want to learn these skills so that you can apply it in your own business, whether it's healing, whether it's coaching, and more importantly, if you want to apply it in your own life and in things that matter to you, including obviously your relationships, these tools will be something that you can definitely practice on a day-to-day basis. And this program is, of course, the mastery program. It happens over a 90-day period. And of course, if you want to be mentored by me, there is a personal coaching program that I run, and seats do open up from time to time. So do reach out and ask for more details. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.